Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. A long-awaited meeting between Prime Minister Andrej Plenković and his Slovenian counterpart Miro Ceran in Zagreb today does not appear to have yielded any progress in the long-standing border dispute between the two countries. Slovenia insists on the implementation of the arbitration award, while Croatia refuses to recognize the process on the basis that it was tainted. The Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague ruled in favor of Slovenia in late June. Prime Minister Ceran said the two countries had not moved from their original positions, while Prime Minister Plenković did say Croatia had proposed a legal framework that could lead to a bilateral resolution.
We are prepared to abstain from any type of unilateral action that may provoke some type of incident. I expect our dialogue to continue, and I expect to reach a solution on the border issue through dialogue. I am sorry that our positions on this issue have not changed over the past 6 months. Croatia continues to reject the arbitration decision. Slovenia insists on its implementation because both sides are bound to it under international and European law. We also know this decision is significant on the European level.
Slovenia's Foreign Minister Karel Erjavec, who generally holds a hardline position on the border issue, appeared to have toned down his rhetoric after today's meeting. Recently, Erjavec had said Slovenia planned to sue Croatia should it fail to implement the arbitration award by the December 29th deadline.
I'm not expecting anything significant to come of this. I think it may have been a waste of time as far as talks between the Slovenian and Croatian governments are concerned. However, the fact that the Prime Minister went to Zagreb is a good thing, given that Croatia's Prime Minister was here last July and that the 6-month deadline expires soon. Perhaps Croatia's Prime Minister needs to hear that Slovenia plans to implement the arbitration award on December 29th wherever it can do so unilaterally.
Fishermen in Istria, particularly Savudrija Bay, have a major stake in the outcome of the border dispute. The arbitration court awarded Slovenia 2/3 of the bay, while the current border runs down the middle. The fishermen are hoping that they will be able to keep fishing up to the middle line and that Croatia and Slovenia will find a solution to their problem.
The Prime Minister made us a promise at a meeting in Umag. He pledged to represent the interests of fishermen, and we've also received backing for this from the local governments. It is up to them, but I am confident reason will prevail.
President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović believes Croatia and Slovenia should resolve the border dispute bilaterally and as soon as possible. The president took part in an energy conference today organized by the paper Večernji List. She said that energy efficiency was the new deal of the 21st century and welcomed the government's plan to draft a new energy strategy, which should be adopted sometime next year.
We need new production facilities because without them there can be no sustainable development. Nobody wants to have them near their home, but without them we cannot develop our economy or meet the energy needs of our citizens. We have to think about the kind of message we're sending about our investment climate when we oppose every major energy project.
Russia's ambassador to Croatia was also at the energy conference. Addressing the planned LNG terminal on the island of Krk, Anvar Azimov said that Russia was prepared to deliver 1 billion cubic meters of natural gas or more annually. He added that this offer had been discussed during the president's recent visit to Moscow. He also said Croatia had failed to respond to Russia's offer to help build natural gas infrastructure and power plants.
Go ahead. Russia has nothing against the LNG, but it's strange, you are ready to pay more price. And when you will have LNG with the American gas, it will be minimum 250 to 170. Croatia is a rich country. You could afford to pay more than the natural supplies from Russia.
Environment and Energy Minister Tomislav Ćorić has responded to the Russian ambassador's claims. He said Croatia has not received any formal offers from Russian oil and gas giants Rosneft and Gazprom.
We did not receive any kind of request for a meeting from any of the companies mentioned. If someone thinks I should be responding to stories in the media, I'm afraid they won't find anyone to engage with at the Ministry of Environmental Protection and Energy.
The Council for Croats Abroad, a body that advises the government on policies and programs that affect Croats living beyond Croatia's borders, is holding its plenary meeting this week. Members met with representatives of state institutions today in an effort to resolve a number of issues, such as obtaining citizenship, voting from abroad, investment in Croatia, and the promotion of Croatian identity, culture, and language. In 2017, the government increased funding by 50% for programs that support Croat minority communities around the world.
We are following developments in neighboring Bosnia and Herzegovina very closely. The government's top priorities are Bosnia and Herzegovina's bid for EU membership and equal status for Croats as one of the country's 3 constituent peoples. Croatia aims to forge closer ties with Croats in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that is a priority for all Croatian institutions.
The family of an Afghan girl who was killed by a train near the border between Serbia and Croatia is filing a criminal complaint against unnamed Croatian police officers, claiming they are responsible for the child's death. The family were caught by police trying to enter Croatia illegally. They told officers they wanted to apply for asylum, but alleged police refused to help and instead directed them to follow the train tracks back to Serbia.
When they were caught by police, they asked for asylum, international protection. Police officers denied their request, failing to follow regulations, laws, and directives, and violating European law.
Taking a quick look at sports, in ABA basketball, Cibona defeated Serbian side Mega Bemax 95-93 at home last night. Cibona is now in 8th place in the rankings with 5 wins and 7 losses. Meanwhile, in the HT Premier League, Zadar beat guest Šibenik 81-72.
The coast and interior Istria and Dalmatia will wake up to a partly cloudy morning, but the day will be mostly sunny. Only the islands may see a few drops of rain. Conditions in northern Croatia will be cloudier with a chance of some snow flurries and possibly some fog in the valleys. There will be a moderate northeasterly on the coast, reaching high speeds in the north. Morning lows will range from -8 to -3 in the interior and from -1 to +3 on the coast. The day's highs will be between -1 and +3 in continental Croatia and from 5 to 9 on the Adriatic. The cold snap will begin to give way in the interior as we head toward the weekend. It will be warmer, but the mornings will stay quite cold. Dry, partly sunny weather is expected on Thursday and Friday, but some areas may be shrouded in fog. Saturday will be windy with a strong chance of light rain and snow. It will be dry and sunny on the coast, especially on Thursday. Northeasterly and northwesterly winds will fall, but they will return on Saturday. Temperatures will warm up a bit, but will remain below average for late December.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.
We'll be right back.